Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're playing some Meep City, or especially my last time in Meep City, because I am moving. We had a lot of great memories here.
Admitted that his big lie was a lie. It's hard to then claim, oh, this is a divisive proceeding. So I would
empty out everything.
More of the meat and potatoes of what their argument is going to be.
Yeah, well, we'll see here very shortly when this trial resumes. Dan, thank you. Hallie Jackson, let's talk about the defense team.
Empty out my whole entire house except the kitchen, because I can't take the kitchen with me. The kitchen stays in the house for the next people that move here.
Because Trump attorney David Schoen is telling one of our NBC News colleagues over on Capitol Hill that they don't have much left.
And I better take my bed.
Probably within the next hour to perhaps 2 hours, probably max.
I better take my
we may
bed.
be for that Senate Q&A at some point tonight in what is really, Lester, an extraordinarily accelerated timeline, especially considering what has been laid out now from the House Democratic managers. Listen, nobody wants this to be...
Take my stuff, because I am going to Bloxburg.
That has been a very specific point that has been made repeatedly by those on the former president's defense team. But if this goes the rate you think it'll go, it might be closer to 3 hours even than 4, and this had been the plan at least as of yesterday. That said, at least as of late last night, our team has reported that the Trump legal team was still trying to put together how their arguments would come together, who would go when, the order, etc. You're seeing some of that now. You will see, as we heard at the very top of the defense team presentation, Bruce Castro.
Looks like I got everything.
So irritated former President Trump based on the sources that I've talked to and our team has
It's
talked
just
to.
sad, because I had a lot of great memories
So
here.
that is something to keep an eye on. But again, it does look like we may be headed to...
Dad, I'm playing a game. I'm moving out of Meep City.
What happens when? Do they want to pause? Come back tomorrow for that?
So,
but given sort of the desire on the part of many Senate Republicans to get through this, it seems like that's more
here.
Peter. Yeah, and we should know, of course, the House managers did not use their allotted time.
I'm going to have to leave my...
Coming up like 5 or 6 hours.
I'm going to have to leave my Meep here.
Let's go to Chief White House Correspondent Kristen Welker right now.
It's just
What sort
sad.
of reaction are you getting to what we have seen thus far?
Because I've had a lot of great memories
former
here.
President Trump's allies believe this has been a very strong presentation.
So we just gotta spend some more time here.
They think that this was an important reset from everything that Hallie was just talking about, that first appearance by the legal team, which disappointed.
Because we did have a lot of good times
here. So now they watch and wait to see what happens in these final remaining hours. I do think, Lester, it's worth taking a step back and noting that all of this is unfolding.
Yeah, the playground is this way.
Party that is sharply splintered right now. We know that just 6 Republican
get on Bloxburg. Yeah, go to Bloxburg.
Were even constitutional. So
it's just sad because I've had a lot of good memories here.
What we might see in a final vote. But behind the scenes,
I'm invisible.
We know that there are
it's a glitch or something. Oh, here we go.
For example,
I've just been a lot of good. It's a furniture store. That closed down.
On January 6th. And today, these stunning quotes that we are getting from former President Trump.
We did have a good time here.
He said in an interview, Lester, let me just read you.
You gotta go to the airport.
Asked about the former president's
where's the airport?
On that day. She said,
take a swing.
He let us down. He went down
take a swing before we had to go to Bloxburg.
And we can't let that ever happen again. When she was asked if she thought Mr. Trump could run for office again, she says she doesn't.
Now where is the town? Where's the plaza? Because that's where the airport is.
People in Mr. Trump's inner circle to try to get reaction to that. So far, we haven't been able to.
We go to the airport. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you, Meep City.
She's someone who has her own eyes on a potential run in 2024. But it does understand what is happening
the airport?
in the Republican Party. You have people choosing sides about what happened on January 6th and about former President Trump. Now, if you look at the polls, he is still very popular within the Republican Party. He still has a very strong base of support. And so anyone who wants to run...
here's the airport.
Lester is going to have to contend with that. And that's...
You can take that 2 ways. The first, perhaps,
here we are.
is the best, and that would be
the airport.
It's almost over. The second is that perhaps
go in.
You have to wait another hour for it to be over.
Go out of Meep City.
The reason why I chose this section, and believe me, it was a very difficult decision to make because I
Wow.
thought that the other
I sure
arguments
did have a
presented
lot of
by
great
Mr.
memories
Schoen
in
and
Meep
Mr.
City.
Vanderveen were outstandingly
Gate
researched,
7.
thoroughly vetted, and wonderfully and articulately
Get my
presented by them.
stuff.
But the
My luggage.
critical issue in this
Put on
case is the very narrow issue
there. Place in the
that is
suitcase.
charged against the 45th president. And that issue is, did the 45th president engage in incitement of, they continue to say, insurrection? Clearly, there was no insurrection.
Okay.
Insurrection is a term of art defined in the law. It involves taking over a country, a shadow government,
Shall we put
taking
my
the TV
suitcase
stations
in?
over, and having some plan on what you're going to do when you finally take power. Clearly, this is not that. What our colleagues here across the aisle meant is incitement to violence, to riot. So the word incitement is the critical case and the critical issue in the case. Now, the first time that you heard from us, I
Here
told
we
you
go.
that
We're
you
leaving
would
Meep
never
City.
hear from our side that what happened on January 6th was anything other than horrific. And that the 45th President of the United States
It's
and his
2021.
lawyers
We have
and
to
his
get this
entire
year a
team
good year.
adamantly denounce that violence by those criminals that occurred in this very chamber, this very
Okay.
building.
We just gotta wait a few minutes till
There was a reason why we started our presentation
I have to fly to
back
Bloxburg.
on Tuesday in that way. Because I did not want the senators to consider
Oh,
that there
here we
was
go.
any challenge to that particular fact. And yet, the
Here we
House
go.
managers, knowing it was not contested at all,
We gotta fly to
chose to
Bloxburg.
spend 14 plus hours showing you pictures
We're still
of
in
how
Meep City.
horrific the attack on the United States Capitol was. They spent no time at all in connecting legally
We gotta go.
the attack on the Capitol to the 45th President of the United States, which is the only question that needs to be answered, is, was Donald Trump responsible for inciting the violence that came to this building on January 6th?
I don't have that much Robux anymore. I only have like... Okay, these are the seats you can
Now,
sit in.
By any
Okay, there we go. We gotta fly. Oh,
President
it's
Trump
taking hours,
is
but
the
we can
most
make it.
pro-police,
I'm sure we can.
anti-mob rule president this
Okay,
country has
I'll see you
ever
when we
seen.
fly to Bloxburg. Here, I can see my
President
house.
Never have wanted such a riot to occur
Wow.
because his long-standing
This is cool. I love the white roof and
protesters
green.
and his love for law and
It's
order
open.
is on display,
Open the
worn on his
door.
sleeve every single day that he served
Open.
in the White House.
Walk through this curtain.
But if we're going to apply the facts to the statute,
Open the curtain.
it has to be done systematically. It has to be done with precision, the way a court would expect us to do that. Let's look at the letter of the law.
Whoa, I
Again,
got
Mr.
stuck.
Vanderveen gave you an overview of the Brandenburg case and some of the related cases. You notice that when Mr. Vanderveen listed the elements that he took verbatim or close to verbatim right out of Vandenberg, they bore no reference whatsoever to the elements that were flashed up by the Democrat managers the other day repeatedly. He actually used the Supreme Court's case. He didn't make it up. Let's look at the letter of the law. The Supreme Court of the United States,
Wow, it's already
over
looking
50 years ago,
Wow.
laid out a clear test
You know,
to
this
determine
isn't...
whether speech is incitement. Under that test, the Brandenburg versus Ohio test,
mean. Look
there
how
are
nice
three
it is.
elements that must be proven
Oh, wow.
beyond a
wanna see
reasonable
my
doubt
bedroom.
by the preponderance of the evidence whatever the Senate
It's
considers.
just so much
I
better than
suggest
Meep City was.
beyond a reasonable doubt.
It's much bigger than Meep
The
City.
speech in question
What?
must explicitly or implicitly encourage the use of violence or lawless action. But here, the president's
Wow,
speech
my
called
stuff
for
looks
peaceful
great.
protest.
My stuff from Meep City.
Second, the speaker
Looking
must
great in
intend
here.
that his
Looks
speech
like they
will
remodeled it a
result
bit.
in the use of violence or lawless action.
Wow. Oh, I probably
Again,
won't go in the
as
bathroom,
the
but I
as
like
Mr.
my
Van
curtains
Veen
all
pointed out,
closed.
the
That's all I
president
like it.
clearly deplores rioters and
Well, it's
political violence,
7:33. I
and did
probably
so
should go to
throughout his
bed.
term as president, and never hesitated to express his
Wow.
admiration for the men and women that
See how
protect
comfy
this
the
country.
bed is.
Finally, the third element under the Brandenburg test is the imminent use of violence. Imminent use of violence. In other
Well,
words,
that's all we have for today. I hope you
Imminent use
enjoyed
of
this video.
violence
If
or
you did,
lawless
please
action
leave a like, comment,
must
and
be
subscribe.
that
Bye.